Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Throwing right away is Williams. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Dances by him. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To the air, Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the bootleg, it's Williams. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Second down, here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. John Mechie, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Williams. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Looking to throw is Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And now they'll shift things around. They go option right on second and goal. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But you got to do it.
Touchdown, Bears! Rome Odunze from 10 yards out. And the Bears have regained the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Bills offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Dillon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
First down, and they go with Swift again. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This 2nd and 4. Barkley inside handoff. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking deep here for Mechie. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking at. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Adunze. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. To throw, Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking deep here for Mechie. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll audible to something else. On 2nd down, Swift. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Here's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and throw with Williams. This will be caught at about the 6. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. On play action, here's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down. From the gun, here's Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Hurts going to move him around. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle with Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown, Eagles. John Mechie. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room past the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Throwing is Williams. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Williams now looking to throw on 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Moore. Down to the 10. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late.
Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get... Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, this has been a close game throughout, but that return can help them gain the separation that they've been seeking throughout the game.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Will Shipley. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hurts will throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group... And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll run right here with Swift. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bears are back within a score. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two. Williams going to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Hurts throw completed to Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Touchdown! Cole Kmet, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone
a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears will take over here just shy of the 30. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That pass complete to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg. Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execute.
There he goes left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bears get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Looking deep here for Mechie. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Flush to his right. Right side, complete to Mechie. Touchdown, Eagles! John Mechie from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So they go with the pass, and it works there. Two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Bond, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Throwing on 2nd down is Williams. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Now swing pass for Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, here's Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. To the air, Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Looking to throw. Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 10. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Here's Swift. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. To throw, Williams. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion no good. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Second down, here's Hurts. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. Third and long. Flushed out, under pressure again, and down he goes again. Andrew Billings, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking on the midfield logo. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 62 yards. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing is Hurts. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Screen play, Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down in the yard. Up the middle, Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go to Johnson again. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Williams. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nolan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Williams. Now a screen set up for Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's to Goddard. What a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because this is something I thought would be at the game by now, but sometimes these head coaches and special teams coordinators, they just can't help themselves. It's a fake extra point, but sure enough, it winds up working out for 2 points.
Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, they just scored, they got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Dillon. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A.J. Brown managing to stay in bounds. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the two-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Throwing is Williams. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Eagles are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Second and 11. They'll set up to throw. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Back to throw. Dillon. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks him right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man. He finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This fielded right at the goal line. So that last kickoff just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.